Hello everyone, this is Engineer Syed Jassim back with the new topic types of heterotrophic nutrition. On the last turn, we have discussed about the two types of nutrition, that was autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. As you can see, the differentiate between these two, we can say that these are the basic differences, like autotrophic nutrition do not requires any other living organism, whereas in heterotrophic nutrition the organism is dependent on some other living organisms. Autotrophic nutrition involves inorganic material like sunlight, chlorophyll, etc. And this autotrophic nutrition can only be performed in the daytime because it requires sunlight. But heterotrophic nutrition do not involve any such inorganic material. Therefore, this mode of nutrition do not have any boundation of time. Only green plants are producers or autotrophs. Rest all the organisms are heterotrophs or consumer. Today we will discuss about the various types of heterotrophic nutrition. So first we discuss the two types of nutrition and now we will elaborate heterotrophic nutrition. As we know that heterotrophic nutrition says that the organism is dependent on some other organisms for their food. So you can write it down. There are majorly three types of heterotrophic nutrition. First is parasitic, second is saprophytic, and third is holozoic mode of nutrition. So the very first mode is parasitic mode of nutrition. I will just show it to you. As you can see in the last, parasitic mode of nutrition. In parasitic mode of nutrition, there are two basic terms. First is the parasite. Parasite is the organism which shows parasitic mode of nutrition. And the second term is host. Host is the organisms which provide food to the parasites. So in parasitic mode of nutrition, the organism or the parasite is dependent on the host body for their food and shelter. A parasite can live inside the body of the host or it may live outside the body of the host. If the parasite is living inside the body, it is known as a endoparasite, and if it lives outside the body of the host, it is considered to be ectoparasite. If the parasite is dependent only for food, then it is considered to be a partial parasite. For example, lices live on human head or animals hair, so they obtain shelter as well as food. They live on the body of the host, therefore they are complete parasites obtaining nutrition as well as shelter. But a mosquito, it is a partial parasite. It do not lives on the body but it comes to obtain its food. This mode of nutrition is parasitic mode of nutrition. Some examples are leeches, which is an ectoparasite, and a roundworm, which is a endoparasite which lives inside the body. The second is saprophytic mode of nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, the organism feeds on dead and decaying matter like mushrooms or a bread mold, which is basically a fungus. So some bacteria like rhizobium or soil bacteria or mucor, they show saprophytic mode of nutrition and are considered to be saprophytes. They feed on the dead and decaying matter of plants and animals and obtain the leftover nutrients from their waste or their remainings. The last is holozoic mode of nutrition. In holozoic mode of nutrition, solid food is taken by the organism. Like we are humans, we consume food like vegetables, fruits, egg, etc. So we are showing holozoic type of nutrition. In holozoic type of nutrition, the organisms take in solid complex food which is later on converted into simpler substances. Under this category of Holozoic nutrition, the organisms are classified as herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores on the basis of their eating habits. If the organisms only eat plants and the product of plants, they are considered to be herbivores. If they eat flesh, they are considered to be carnivores. And if they eat both, they are considered to be